Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know. Familiar faces. Rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Starting out or starting over, your next chapter begins here. Enroll now for spring 2026 courses at Hazard Community and Technical College. HCTC meets you where you are with flexible online and in-person classes, short-term programs, and hands-on training for in-demand careers. When you choose HCTC, you're choosing opportunity, support, and a community that believes in you. Call 606-487-3293 to enroll today.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Now offering 2 ways to fill your prescriptions. Use the Refill Quick app on your smartphone and give them a call at 666-5519 or 666-5502.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia. Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound, or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Little. Preston Turner. Number 40, Preston Turner. Starting at forward, number 45. And the other forward, number 45, Emerson Middleton. And of course, they are coached by Junior Thompson, and Coach Thompson with a host of guys on the bench there, DK, helping him out that all our fans would know by heart. Oh, yeah. Jordan Hewitt, Dyson Clare, Gentry Hayes. Awesome, great names, and some guys that we know well here in Breathitt County. Now for the Bobcats. On guard at number 1, Austin McGinnis. Number 11, Peyton Collins. Guardian, next guard, number 14, Jaron. Number 14, Jaron Fugit. Guardian, guard, number 15, Caleb. Number 15, Caleb Neese. Freshman getting his start tonight. Guardian, center. And number 35, Jagger Burton. Of course, coached by Cam Turner. These two teams looking to get at it here tonight and break some of the cold weather blues between these two ball clubs.
Yeah, you got to think some of these teams probably hasn't got a lot of practice time in due to the weather and situations like that. So both teams, I'm sure, just glad to be back out on the court.
These two getting squared up here at center court, Jagger Burton and Middleton.
Officials tonight, Mark Pence throwing the ball up along with Tiny Cottle and J.J. Wright.
Chip going to go back to Neese, and he'll bring it to McGinnis to start things off for the Bobcats.
Tigers opened up into a 2-3 zone to start the game.
McGinnis over to Fugit, now over to Collins. Back to Jaron Fugit, thought about the 3. Works it around the arc over in the corner to Caleb Neese. He'll bring it back out to the logo. Now over on the left, inside to Burton. Burton feeds to McGinnis, working the ball around looking good early on passing the ball around. The Bobcats doing a much better job of sharing the rock there early. Shot up, no good. Here comes Gavin Ritchie for the Tigers.
Bobcats look like they're going to open up man.
Tension over to Middleton. He'll drive in the lane against Fugit. Turns. Jump shot from inside the lane, no good. Knocked out of there. Here comes Caleb Neese with it. Neese across the midcourt, pushing it for the Bobcats into the lane. Dishes over in the corner to Burton. Shot off the backboard, no good. McGinnis clears it out. He'll find Collins. He'll pull the trigger on a Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer. And there's your first one of the night for Collins. If he gets hot early, look out.
Peyton Collins right there had a lot of space and time. That's what makes good shooters great, space and time.
Taking away that time. Here comes Burton with it for the Bobcats. Back over in the corner to McGinnis. He'll fire the three. Off the rim, no good. Tipped. And Preston Turner comes out of there with a rebound.
Both teams are now just kind of looking like they're trying to get their legs underneath them, figuring out matchups.
Middleton with a nice give. Cut down the lane by Richard. Layup, no good. Here comes McGinnis. Finds Burton. Ball knocked loose. Burton and Tincher going after it on the ground, and it'll be a jump ball.
And Bobcats, the story again is been out the last few games at the services. Danny Cage with the injury, and tonight going to be without the services of your starter. I think he started every game this season for Aiden Combs.
Yep. Combs and Cage still both out. Turner inbounds to Ritchie. Now to Tincher. Breathitt showing a little press. Tincher beats it across. Collins takes it away. It's it to Burton. He'll get it across the half-court line. Pass over in the corner to Fugit. Spotted up. Comes back to Collins. In the lane. Dishes to McGinnis. Collins fires the three from in front of the Tigers bench. No good, but Fugit pulls down the rebound for the Bobcats.
Bobcats working the ball around here.
Doing a lot more passing early, and I just got to say I like it at this point because I've already noticed a couple of times that a player probably would have taken a shot earlier in the season, but the Bobcats passing the ball around here in the first quarter, doing a good job.
The Bobcats have to say they're patient the first 2 minutes of this ball game offensively.
Yep. Turner to Tincher up court, over to Ritchie. Ritchie in the lane, drives, scoop layup off the backboard, and good.
Gavin Ritchie, the leading scorer for the Tigers this season, averaging 14.7 a game.
Middleton with the rebound. Over to Ritchie, gets it across half court. Looking inside, and going to be saved out of bounds by Ryan Little.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Bobcats.
30-second timeout.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back on Bluegrass.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces, rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky. We are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
All right, folks, we are back from the Coliseum. And the Bobcats up 3-2 after a quick timeout here, 5:17 on the clock in the first quarter. And the Bobcats will put it back in play. Collins over to McGinnis. McGinnis now to Fugit. McGinnis inside to Burton underneath. Shot put up no good. Altered. Preston Turner comes down with it. Tension for the Tigers with it now. Working against Fugit.
You got to thank Coach Turner coming out of that timeout. Probably complaining about we can't be happy this guy's intensity to start this game. Definitely not enough movement. Now they're coming up the trap. Things to make the ball move. Things get them moving quicker.
Ritchie in the lane. The jump shot from the free throw lane, no good. Free throw line, no good. And Middleton tips it out of there. And Little puts it up, no good. It'll be chased, and they'll say it was out of bounds.
Off Turner is going to be with the Bobcats.
McGinnis will walk it up for the Bobcats. 4:32 now on the clock. Your score is still 3-2. Peyton Collins came out hot for the Bobcats. He goes baseline, dish to Burton, and Burton's floater is good.
Good attack there by the Bobcats. Get the ball on the baseline, then giving it to the middle. If you can get the ball there, it's a weak gap against 2-3.
Turner to Tencher to Ritchie, almost taken away by Caleb Neese. Ritchie in the lane. Had numbers, passes it off to Middleton underneath, and put back up and in by Ryan Little.
Good position there. Get the second chance opportunity by the Tigers.
Neese over the corner to McGinnis. McGinnis brings it back out to Collins, top of the key. Over to Fugit. Jaron's going to drive in the lane all the way to the hoop. Up good for 2 points off the backboard for Jaron Fugit. Tension to Ritchie. Trying to beat the press. Back over to Tencher. He'll drive the lane, puts up the one-handed floater, and it's good. Nice take by Billy Tencher. McGinnis dishes to Collins. Caleb Neese for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound down Ryan Little. Tencher with it now for Jackson City.
Most possessions defense with Jackson City, and they're doing a good job holding the Bobcats to 1 shot.
Jackson City could take the lead here. They've not led in this game yet. They could on this possession. Middleton inside to Little. Now back out to Tencher on the left side of the arc. Back out top of the key to Ritchie. Ritchie, the leading scorer for the Tigers. He'll pass to Tencher. Tencher back in the lane, dishes it off to Little. He'll put up the jump shot, and it takes a bounce off the rim, but he'll draw a foul underneath.
It's going to be a foul.
That's going to be a foul on
Turner.
Yep.
That'll be the Tigers' first and his first.
So Ryan Little will take a seat, and he's coming into the game is number 14, Caden Holbrook.
And Adam Spencer comes in the game for the Bobcats and for Jagger Burton.
Peyton Collins with another Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer as he drains that one. Make your score 10-10 now. 2:30 on the clock. Ball knocked loose. Turner comes up with it. Preston working against Peyton Collins. He'll pass it off to Tencher. And ball taken away. Good defense that time by Neese and Collins. Collins all the way to the hoop underneath. The layup is good, and Ritchie, I believe, will be called for the foul.
Have scoring earlier on the scoreboard. Now they get it back.
Yeah.
12-6 Bobcats. If Peyton Collins the chance to go for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
They got the score right now.
Collins for the season, shooting 79.2%.
Shot is up and good. Makes good on the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
And Lane Miller checks into the game for the Tigers.
Tencher takes a seat.
Bobcats backing out the press. Bringing pressure in the half court.
Miller to Holbrook. Now back out to Ritchie. Inside to Turner. Turner spins, puts up the shot off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound down by Holbrook.
It's going to be a foul on McGinnis.
Foul on the Bobcats. At the line,
foul going to go
on the floor.
They're going to call it on the floor.
Yep. Foul going to go against Fugit. Middleton over in the corner, comes back, taken away by Sizemore now in the game for the Bobcats, working against Miller. Spencer over to Collins, now in the corner to Jaron Fugit. He'll fire the 3, and it's good. Another Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer for Jaron Fugit.
We got a 30-second timeout by the Tigers.
With 3 threes here tonight. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back here from the Coliseum. 1:42 on the clock here in the first quarter. 16-6 your score. The Bobcats up 10 over the Tigers. Tigers kept it close there that first part of the first quarter. Bobcats come out a big part thanks to the defense and to the 3-point baskets. We got 3 here in the first quarter. Peyton Collins with 2 of those.
Bobcats definitely act like they've found their rhythm here a little bit late in this first quarter.
Ritchie in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. Preston Turner comes up there with it.
Call a foul. That's probably going to go on
Foul on the ball.
Sizemore. It's not easy Sizemore.
Return for the ball.
That'll be the Bobcats' third team foul recorded in his first personal of the season.
Peyton Collins going to take a breather, and McGinnis back in. Ritchie. It's Middleton. He'll spin, working against Sizemore, and you don't call another one on Sizemore?
That's going to be on Sizemore. It's going to send Bell to the line to shoot two.
Wow.
Foul on Bobcat.
2 quick fouls for Ethan.
At the line, shoot.
Middleton on the season shooting 59.1% to the free throw line. Just a freshman.
Shot in the air and good. His first points of the night.
Middleton on the season, team's third leading scorer with averaging 8.6 a game.
Second one in the air. That's good. 2 for 2 from the line for Middleton. Bobcats come back, go to work. Sizemore. Over to Jake Fugit. Now back to Jaron Fugit. Distance back to Sizemore. Looking inside. He'll pass back to Jaron Fugit. Over to Sizemore. Sizemore's going to drive the lane. Goes in. Shot no good. And Turner with a rebound. Preston will get it to Miller. Miller across the half-court line. Comes to Ritchie. Ritchie fires the three. In and out. Rebound down to Jake.
They're going to get a jump ball.
We're going to get a jump ball.
So stay with the Bobcats here.
I thought Jake had control of it first, and Holbrook went after it. So after the jump ball, the Bobcats will inbound it.
Going to get hustled there by Holbrook to make sure. Don't give up on a play.
40 seconds left here. 16-8. Bobcats over the Tigers. McGinnis kicks. Fugit fires the three. In and out off the rim. Preston Turner in there with another big rebound.
They're going to get a foul here, and it's going to go on McGinnis. That'll be his second.
Yep.
And team foul number 5. That's going to send the Tigers to free throw line to shoot the bonus.
So 31 seconds on the clock. The Jackson Tigers will walk to this end of the court and try and make good at the free throw line as Preston Turner will step up.
Not a foul you want there for the Bobcats. So far away from your goal.
Yeah. Shot up, no good. And McGinnis playing just like Holbrook did on the possession before that, just going after the ball, hustle play, and got tied up, called for the foul, maybe a little bit too aggressive. Second shot in the air for Turner. It goes off the back of the line. Thought he was going to drop in. Fugit. Now to Spencer. Back to Jaron Fugit. Looking inside. He'll find McGinnis. He'll spin and loses a handle. And I think they'll get Miller with the foul. He was close anyway.
They're going to get a foul on Miller and let us send McGinnis to the line to shoot two.
Yep.
McGinnis on the season shooting 73.2%.
Shot no good. Second shot for McGinnis in the air, and it looks better, and it is. It's good. Austin McGinnis' first points of the night. Miller over to Ritchie now. Looking, tied up. Miller gets it. Out of Turner. Great defense by the Bobcats. Ritchie able to get past the screen underneath baseline, throws it up, no good. Pendleton knocked away. And there's the buzzer for the end of the first 8 minutes. Bobcats up 17-8. We'll take a quick break and be back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
right, folks, we are back here from the Coliseum. Want to say special thanks to all of our sponsors. We especially like to say thank you to Kentucky River Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. They are accepting new patients here in Jackson. Dr. Sharma has been treating patients of all ages for more than 30 years. For more information, visit krortho.com. We get ready to get back to the action here with another 8 minutes on the clock for the second quarter. Tigers will inbound the ball. New number on the court, poked away by Collins. Tension comes up with it. He goes over in the corner to Holbrook. Back out to Tension. That is Gideon Bowling.
Bobcats opened up to a zone this quarter.
On the court for the Tigers. Turner inside to Little. Little spins, fires a jump shot, no good. Rebound to Austin McGinnis. McGinnis drives, kicks it back out to Hudson. McGinnis underneath, working against Turner, finds Spencer in the corner. Drives, now to Burton. Burton off the backboard and good.
And Jack Burton, just a really nice athlete for the Bobcats.
Really is, and he likes to find that spot on the court. I mean, he can go to the basket. Real high percentage shot when he gets underneath like that. Spencer going to be called for the foul. Bowling with it here for the Tigers. We're too close to too aggressive there. Got him in the eye or the nose one. So Bowling brings it across. He'll find Tension. Back to Bowling. Now to Holbrook. Bowling top of the key, finds Tension. Tension drives inside. Wanted to go to Turner, and Turner's tied up with Hudson in front of him. Turner from the corner for three. Shot no good. McGinnis comes down with it to Collins, up and under. Wow, what a quick move by Peyton Collins. A lot of players wouldn't have made that reception, let alone able to get it back up against the backboard off the glass, and the layup is good for Collins.
Good English on that ball.
That was a nice pass by quarterback Austin McGinnis. Tension with it now, working against Hudson. Now Collins in front of Holbrook. Now back to Tension. Underneath to Turner on the cut. Preston Turner's shot is good. Burton underneath, drives the lane, kicks, and we'll get a foul on the court. See who they give it to. It's 14. Is that Holbrook? Yeah. Caden Holbrook with a foul. And coming into the game is Richard and Bettleton.
Tigers' first team foul this quarter.
McGinnis with it, top of the key for the Bobcats, working against Tension. He drives in the lane, shot up no good, tips, and Gavin Ritchie comes down with a rebound. Gideon Bowling with it now, all the way in the lane, stops, brings it back out to Little, shot no good. Hudson down the court to Collins. Collins tries to save it, but they'll say he's left on the line. Turnover Bobcats, and Jackson City will have it going the other way.
It's good. For the Bobcats, it's good. You want to see them be aggressive, but making those passes like that, those difficult plays to make,
well,
sets up a turnover.
And going to be honest with you, the next possession looks a little rushed too. You know, they come back down the court, they don't really have control of the ball and an errant pass, and Jackson City Tigers and Bentley Tension making good of the turnover as Tension nails his first Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night. Hudson dishes underneath the Burton, and it's good.
Good pick and roll action there between Hudson and Burton.
That's the way you draw it up. 5:12 on the clock now, 23-13 your score. Ball knocked away by Peyton Collins. It'll go out of bounds and stay here with the Tigers. Tension inbounds to Bowling. Bowling front and center, stops, pops from the free throw line, and it's good. Those 2 points for the sophomore Gideon Bowling tonight. Long three by Peyton Collins. And he finds the hoop again with another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer. He's got 3 of them tonight. 26-15 your score. Bobcats up by 11.
Collins is one of those players, and he gets hot and starts seeing it go in. You can see one of those nights where he ends up making, 3 can turn into 5 and 6.
He likes it when there's a hand in front of him, too. It's almost like he shoots better sometimes when there's a little bit of pressure on him. Bettleton tied up underneath with Burton and Hudson. And we're going to jump on.
It's going to go to Breathitt.
So with 4:30 left here in the second quarter, Bobcats Hudson will inbound it to Collins, and Hudson will bring it up the court. Hudson inside to Burton. Burton blocked out of there by Middleton. Touched last by the Bobcats, and it'll go to the Tigers. Richie inbounds to Bowling. Bowling will walk it up for Coach Thompson's Tigers. Chancellor to Middleton. Middleton tied up in the corner, and he has to throw it off Burton out of bounds.
Bobcats trying to trap out the zone there. Looks like full timeout by the Tigers.
We'll take it.
That.
Yep, we'll take it with them here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back.
Everyone is
Health. Great care begins with people you know. Familiar faces. Rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health. World-class care. Hometown heart.
All right, folks, we are back. Bluegrass Sports Nation bringing you district action between the Tigers and the Bobcats here from Jackson. 26-15 your score. Bobcats up by 11. Tigers with it just to our right. Chancellor to Little. Little fires the jump shot, no good. Long pass from Burton, tipped out of bounds by Bowling. And we'll stay on this end of the court with the Bobcats. Good effort that time by Gideon Bowling trying to get up, knock that long pass down. Just to get an inch away from maybe able to get a hand on it, knock it down, and control it.
Yeah, just Bobcats trying to speed up the pace.
Collins from the corner, another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Peyton Collins.
That makes his fourth of the game.
3:45 here in the first half. Left. Shot no good. Caleb Neese pulls down the rebound. Neese twists it up the court, spins in the lane, loses a handle. McGinnis comes up with it. Collins with the hot hand now in the lane, off the backboard and good for Peyton Collins.
Hey, Collins.
Good take there by Collins. Kind of feeling, you can see just the confidence growing on him.
Yes.
He knows he's hot.
Young man looking for a shot right now. Give him the ball. Feed it to him while he's wanting it. Bowling in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Ball knocked loose by Burton, and Richie has it. Chancellor will fire from the free throw line and do it for Bentley. McGinnis loses a handle. Neese comes up with it, drives, kicks back to Collins from the parking lot off the rim. No good. Looked like it had a chance going in.
And
he
thought he was going
in. That was a good heat check, and he's feeling it right now. We've seen him hit those shots before, a good 6-7 foot behind the arc. He's got range. 31-17 your score here. 2:52 on the clock. Preston Turner will come in for Ryan Little. Bowling will bring it up for the Tigers. Bowling working against McGinnis. Passes to Tencher. Now back to Bowling. Can't find anybody inside. Coach Thompson yelling at the Tigers. Hudson going to take it away from Turner, and he'll be called for the foul.
And Fugit's going to check in the game for Hudson.
Blake played some good minutes there. Just got called for the foul. Jaron going to come back into the game. Richie feeds Middleton inside, working against Burton. Spins. And we're going to say Burton got him on the arm. So Burton whistled for another foul.
Coach Turner not happy with that foul call.
He's over pleading his case. That's Jagger's first foul. I thought he had another one, but that's just his first. So Middleton goes to the free throw line 2:26 on the clock. Shot in the air, and it's good. Boy's got a high arching shot on him.
Yeah, he does.
3 for 3 from the line. So he steps up to make.
A lot of length, too, out of the youngster.
Yeah.
Top level.
Patient dribble, shot in the air, and it's good. 4 for 4 from the line. Something you got to appreciate in high school sports when you step up and make all the free throws. Another 3 by Peyton Collins. It's good. He has got 5 Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers here tonight.
Coach Junior Thompson telling his Tigers you can't leave him.
A 34-19 with 2:12 on the clock here in the first half. Jake Fugit will come in from McGinnis. And there's 2 fouls on Austin McGinnis. Bowling to Richie. Richie drives the lane off the glass, no good. We got another foul called as Gavin Richie was driving in the lane. And that goes against Jaron Fugit.
Richie.
Richie's team's leading scorer here.
Free throw in the air, off the back of the rim, no good.
Checking in for the Tigers is number 1. Miller. Checking in for the Bobcats for 13.
Richie with just 2 points here tonight, so the Bobcats defensively have done a good job in the first half.
You know, it had to be one of the key points in the scouting report. Make sure you got a hand up and make things tough for Richie.
Second free throw is no good. 34-19 your score. Burton will throw it in for the Bobcats. Hudson back in the game now for Coach Turner. He'll walk it across the half court line. Comes to Burton. It's inside the arc. Comes back to Collins. Collins stops. Finds Neese. Neese drives inside. He picks up his dribble. Got to find somebody. He finds an open Jake Fugit on the left wing. In and out. Shot looked like it was going down. Great rebound by Hudson for the Bobcats. Caleb Neese with it now from the free throw line. Shot is up off the back of the iron. No good. Bentley Tension will bring it out of there for the Tigers. Puts the brakes on. Lets all Tigers get across court to join him. Richie now. Working against Neese. Trying to find Middleton inside. Comes back.
Play there about Collins just fronting that. If he gets behind Middleton there, he's probably in trouble.
So the turnover charge to the Tigers as they threw that one away out of bounds. That time Tension really all he could do was trying to toss it back in, keep it from going over and back. Ball goes out of bounds. Bobcats trying to make good with the last 1:09 on the clock. 3 from the corner by Collins, no good. Tipped. Saved inbounds by Gavin Ritchie. Hudson has it underneath the basket. Tries to find Fugit. Caleb Neese takes it away from Tension. Now Turner takes it away from Neese. Gavin Ritchie with it for the Tigers. Finally comes out of there. All the way into the lane. Shot off the glass and good for Gavin Ritchie.
Bobcats, that's one of the moments you just want to put 2 hands on and control it for a second.
Collins in the lane, off the glass, and good for the layup. Collins right there to answer for the Bobcats. 36-21 now your score with 32 seconds left in the first half. Tension down the lane, high off the glass, no good. Tipped. It'll go out of bounds.
Just say the Tigers.
26.1 left on the clock. Ritchie to throw it in for the Tigers. This is to Middleton. He backs Burton in. Ball taken away by Caleb Neese. Neese just got a hand on it, took it away. He was trying to spin on Burton. Burton dishes underneath the Fugit. Fakes, goes up, shot no good, but he'll draw a foul.
Yeah, foul's going to go on Turner.
Foul on number 40 in the Tigers, Preston Turner.
Preston Turner. Was that his second? No, it's his first. So Jake Fugit steps to the free throw line with 15 seconds left here in the first half.
Jake Fugit's first free throw made of the season for the Bobcats.
And that is up and good, and he'll go back to the line for the second one.
Fugit also just a freshman for the Bobcats. Yeah. A lot of youth for both teams, a lot of youth.
Does a great job. Very athletic. Second shot, takes a trip off the rim, no good. Middleton clears out the rebound. 12 seconds on the clock for the Tigers. Miller into the lane, dishes to Holbrook. He's tied up, spins, finds Tension now with 4 seconds. Tension's going to drive inside, kicks to Middleton, and they've let the time run out. Catcher threw it up. The Tigers just didn't know how much time was left on the clock, and they'll go to the locker room down 37-21 to the Bobcats. We'll be back after this message.
Come see us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound, or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces. Rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, X-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Whether you're starting out or starting over, your next chapter begins here. Enroll now for spring 2026 courses at Hazard Community and Technical College. HCTC meets you where you are with flexible online and in-person classes, short-term programs, and hands-on training for in-demand careers. When you choose HCTC, you're choosing opportunity, support, and a community that believes in you. Call 606-487-3293 to enroll today.
All right, folks, we are back from the Coliseum here in Jackson, where the Bobcats are up 37-21 over the Tigers of Jackson City. We'll run down the points for you real quick. Not even had a chance to total them up, but I'll do it as I talk. 4 points for Emerson Bettleton of the Tigers. 2 points for Gideon Bowling. 2 points for Ryan Little. 4 points for Gavin Ritchie. And I've got 7 points for Bentley Tincher and 2 points for Preston Turner. For the Bobcats, 1 point for Austin McGinnis, Jaron Fugit with 5, Jake Fugit with 1, Jagger Burton with 6 points, and leading the way for the Bobcats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers for Peyton Collins. Peyton Collins, let's see here. 24 points here in the first half. So needless to say, he has going to surpass his game points per game on the average. So a great first half for Peyton. As we made mention, 5 Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointers. Just an exceptional first half for him. The Bobcats, we made mention of this, doing a great job of tying up the leading scorer for the Tigers, Gavin Ritchie. So far, not having a great night. He has 4 points. But he's still, the Bobcats defensively have been able to shut him down here early on. The Tigers, we got the Breathitt Extension Office here in front of us with their T-shirt gun, hoping they don't take out our camera. So with 2:40 on the clock, 37-21 your score. Both of these teams with some work to do. I think the Bobcats, I think they came out loose. They passed the ball well, but we also witnessed a few times there when they came down the court a little hurried, a little rushed, and they didn't look like they had their set play in their mind, and they kind of looked a little bit lost on a few possessions. Jackson with a lot of work to do. They really need to turn up the defense on Peyton Collins. Somebody's got to get a hand in front of his face and at least make him think about taking that shot instead of just pulling the trigger. Coach Thompson, no doubt, trying to tell his guys, you got to stay in front of the Bobcats, get a hand in front of Peyton Collins especially. A lot of guys coming off the bench for the Bobcats making a good effort here tonight. Jay Fugit, we seen Caleb Neese get another start here tonight. Blake Hudson, Ethan Sizemore also on the court. We also had Jaron Fugit doing a great job. But Coach Turner coming in as a new coach, you got to like his arsenal. He's got a pretty good toolkit.
For his first half of the season, All A region champion. Just this is the way the seasons went. Versus the way a lot of prognosticators have said the way it's going to go. He has to be very pleased with where he's at this point. But he wants to get better. That's one thing I've talked to. I've had the opportunity to talk to him a couple times about his bunch, and he's really excited. And you can tell he, whatever they do, he wants a little more out of them, and which that's what all good coaches should want. So we're kind of excited to see what they come out with in this second half. And the Tigers, if you're Coach Thompson, you're telling those guys, you got to hold the Bobcats to one bad shot. We can't turn the ball over. We got to always be getting our looks, but we can't let Breathitt be getting. They're looking to run out. We got to stop those, and we got to make sure they don't get the easy looks.
Yeah, and that's one thing Breathitt did. They had some easy looks at the basket, and we made mention, of course, Peyton just just getting hot in the first half with 24 points, having an exceptional first 16 minutes there for Coach Turner. And the rest of those guys, especially these young guys, really feed off that. They really, they find him open, and the next thing you know, he's finding them on a cut to the basket. So I think everybody feeds off that positivity and that prowess that he has on the court, especially when he's knocking down those three-pointers, knocking down those easy shots.
Yeah, he's a leader. He's a leader for his team. He's been a guy that's been and played at upper end of the floor. He's been, through a lot of battles in the past. He's the most experienced player, just a junior. But, those younger guys, like right now, they got one senior, one junior, sophomore, and two freshmen on the floor to start this half. Those younger guys, they're always looking to him, and when he's having a good game and he's showing confidence, they seem to feed off that.
Well, he's a situational player. He's been in all the situations that you would want somebody to be in that leader position for the Bobcats. And you made mention that all the big games, he's been there on the big stages and had the wins and had the losses and knows what the Bobcats need to do. So he's the right man for the job. 7:57 on the clock. Tigers will kick things off. I want to say special thanks again to Kentucky River Orthopedics and Dr. Sharma. Check them out online at krortho.com. And we got a quick foul already coming on this side of the court.
Bobcats coming out very aggressive, putting the pressure all the way out to the half court with their man-to-man defense.
Caleb Neese with that first foul here in the second half. Inbound to Little, back to Ritchie. Little feed in the corner, and a three-pointer for Gavin Richard is good.
So that's the play you'd want if you're Coach Thompson. Get your leading scorer a good open look and see him knock it down to start the half.
Tigers got a really good shot of getting in this if they can get Richard hot. Burton on the other end puts that one in for the Bobcats.
Jackson just has to make sure this don't turn into just up and down the court contest where we trade buckets, because that's not going to help them out.
Chancellor to Ritchie. Ritchie now over in the corner. Feeds underneath to Bettleton. Bettleton working against Burton. Lowers his shoulder. Goes up off the backboard in and good. So Bettleton finds the basket underneath. The Tigers, if they could get Bettleton going underneath and get Ritchie hot, they would have a good chance of getting in this. Who made that one on the other end? McGinnis.
Tempo in this first minute of the half really picked up compared to what it had been in the first half.
Back and forth. Tension now to Ritchie. Ritchie drives the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. McGinnis with a big rebound. Feed outlet pass to Burton, taken away by Tension. Tension tries to outrun Burton, puts on the brakes. Walks it across half court. Now to Gavin Ritchie. Ritchie working against Caleb Neese. He'll feed it to Bettleton. Bettleton going to drive the lane, and
he's going to get a walk.
That's what I thought. He got the ball tied up. He was trying to go up with it, and he got tied up between three defenders, and he's called for the walk with 6:26 on the clock. Bobcats up 41-26 now. Collins off the screen, fires the three, off the front of the rim, no good. Chancellor with a rebound. He'll stop just inside the arc, put up the jet shot, and good. Core Bentley tension. Burton back to Collins. Collins underneath the Burton. He goes all the way up off the glass, and no good. Bettleton with a rebound. We'll find Tension. Tension holds things up. Tries to get the offensive unit set for the Tigers.
You got to expect to hear Jackson try to get him some kind of offensive set here.
Ritchie with it now, drives in the lane between two defenders, and we'll get a foul on the shot. So Gavin Ritchie down the lane.
And that's sending the 75.8% free throw shooter Gavin Ritchie to line to shoot two.
Shot no good, went in between two defenders, couldn't split them. He hit the deck. He'll draw the foul.
And that foul's on Jaron.
On Fugit. On the first shot is good for Ritchie.
Bobcats, this game has to watch foul troubles, not as deep as they have been with the no K. And tonight or Combs.
Second shot is up and good. And 2.5 minutes into the second half, Ritchie's got more points than he had in the whole first half. So Ritchie turning it on for the Tigers. Kick back to Neese for the Bobcats. Three no good off the back of the rim. Turner pulls down the rebound. Chancellor with it. Got Collins down here. He'll stop. Fire the three. Not going to make it. Saved out of bounds by Turner. And that's going to go out of bounds to the Bobcats. Turner trying to save it into Little. And didn't quite get it to him. It goes out of bounds, and the Bobcats will go back to work with 5:24 on the clock. 41-30 your score. Collins stops front of the arc, fires the three, and it's good. Another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for Peyton Collins. He's got 6.
I'm going to say something. To my knowledge, the school record for most threes made in the game by Bobcats been 7. That's been done by a few Bobcats. I think Kyle Fraley did that in 2019. Luke Bellamy did it twice as a Bobcat.
Yep.
Trey Noble did it once in 2018. I could be missing another. And correct me if I'm wrong out there if you hear me. Somebody else had 7. There's been a bunch of time for 7, but nobody's made 8.
Yep.
So Collins is flirting with the idea of maybe on the school record now.
He's got plenty of time to do so. Just 4:52 here in the third quarter.
Checking in for Tigers, number 4. Okay, Holbrook.
So Holbrook comes back in for the Tigers as Turner will sit. Inbounds to Burton and Fugit. To McGinnis. He'll fire the long three. Three-pointer for Austin McGinnis. Another Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for the Bobcats. Chancellor with it, working against Collins. Collins takes it away. Steal underneath the Burton. Layup off the glass and good for Jagger Burton.
Burton did a good job staying strong with the ball. We're going to have a timeout by the Tigers. It's going to be a 32nd.
So an 11-point lead went real quick to a 19-point lead, and Tigers take a timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces. Rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
Folks, we are back from the Coliseum during the timeout here. Bobcats extending that lead to 19. There was 11 points, and after a flurry, a three-pointer, and a Burton layup under the basket, they extended out real quick to 49-30 lead for the Bobcats. Just a lot of things going the right way for them there in the last few seconds on those possessions. Tigers will inbound it. Miller with it across the timeline. Working against Collins. Now over to Ritchie. Ritchie wanted to go inside, tied up. He'll come back to Miller. Over to Holbrook. Holbrook, Fugit, and McGinnis. Defense on him, and the ball knocked loose out of bounds, and it'll go to Breathitt County.
Bobcats using their size and speeds, really making the Tigers play faster and looking uncomfortable with the ball up top.
Burton finds an ace under the basket and good for the layup.
Good find and slip there. Both Tigers out of that screen that's popping out for Collins is both worried about him getting a three. Left Neese wide open under the goal.
Neese's first points of the night here tonight. Little to Miller. Miller fires the three, and it's good. Ryan Miller with a Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer for the Tigers. Vettleton will pull down the rebound for Jackson City. Holbrook with it. He'll go back to Miller. Miller gets it across the timeline. Pass underneath the Little. Little stops, fires jump shot, no good. Burton brings it out of there for the Bobcats. Pushes it across the timeline into the lane. All the way in. Block. And the basket is good. And the foul will go against Miller.
Basket is good. Foul on
And Miller there, he just got to, if he squares up there, he probably can get that charge.
Yeah.
Burton probably a little out of control, but you got to be square there.
Again, that's one of them calls that can go either way. Sometimes it depends on who you got in the stripes making the call, but you made a good analysis of it right there. Battle for it underneath between Burton and Little. And stay on this end of the court. We've got a sub coming in, and that is Bowling. And he'll come in for Holbrook. Fugit to inbound it. He'll find Neese. Taken away. Miller with the steal. Lane drives the lane, working against Collins. Stops off the backboard and good for Lane Miller.
Got a lot of effort there by Miller.
Yeah, good effort. Back on this end of the court. Bowling chases it out of bounds, and it'll stay here with the Bobcats. Burton to inbound. All the way back out top of the key to Collins. Collins inside to Burton to dish, and the pass is good for the assist. Burton on the basket. Nice find and a nice basket between those two. Miller with it for the Tigers. Over to Bowen. Tied up, comes back to Richmond. Underneath to an open Middleton. Pass is good by Emerson Middleton. Back on this end of the court, Collins in the lane, and McGinnis, my bad.
Basket is good by McGinnis.
This looked like he was kind of like Burton on the last play, a little bit under control, but you made a good point earlier. If that defender's not there and doesn't have his feet set, really hard to get that, charge call. But McGinnis that time doing a good job getting to the basket. The shot is up, no good off the front of the rim. And
going to jump ball from the States Tigers.
The score is 57-37. Bobcats now out to a 20-point lead with 2:32 to go in the third quarter. And the ball goes out of Bowling's hands, out of bounds. Turner will come in for Little, and Sizemore comes in for Caleb Neese for the Bobcats. Collins will pass it back to McGinnis. 2:24 on the clock. McGinnis will pass to Burton. Burton looking inside. He'll come out to Collins. Collins trying to get past Miller. Drives in the lane. Shot is up and good for Peyton Collins.
Collins being aggressive. They're still taking the ball to the rack.
29 points for Collins here tonight for the Bobcats. Just in the third quarter. Richie to Bowling. Dish underneath. Nice pass. And a nice basket by Emerson Middleton.
Tigers did a good job here recently finding the guy on the open block.
Yeah.
And they're going to be an offensive foul on Jagger Burton.
Collins with another three, but it's no good. Waved off on the offensive foul on Burton.
Yeah, Burton come through a little too enthusiastic for that.
We'll say special thanks again to Kentucky River Orthopedics. Dr. Sharma has been seeing patients for 30 years, and he's now accepting patients in Jackson. For more information, visit krortho.com. Miller with it now. Across the timeline for the Tigers. Tied up, goes to Turner. Turner touch pass over to Richie. Fires a three in and out. Tipped by Turner. Tipped back to Richie. Richie underneath, and Burton, or Fugit, and will block it out of bounds, and the Tigers will control it. Turner to Miller. To Bowling, over in the corner to Richie. Goes inside to Bettleton. Bettleton working against Burton. Tied up. Got nowhere to go. Got to get rid of it. Finds Richie. Richie working in front of the Tigers bench. Drives in the lane. Puts up the shot. No good. Ball tips. Jaron Fugit will come out of there with it for the Bobcats. Dishes over to Sizemore. Long pass over to McGinnis.
Good look.
Underneath to an open Jaron Fugit, and he misses the layup. Nice pass by McGinnis. Jaron doesn't usually miss that shot. He'll get it back. Bowling's layup no good on this end of the court.
They're going to foul on Burton.
They're going to go on Burton against Turner.
Foul on the Bobcats, number 35, Jagger. Check in for the Bobcats.
51.5 on the clock. Burton will sit with 3 fouls. And Hudson will come in. Richie back to Turner. Out of Bettleton. Looking underneath the Bowling. Bowling tied up. Sizemore takes it away. Tigers loses the handle. Here comes the Bobcats. Hudson to Spencer. Knocked loose. Hudson with it again. Bounce pass to Sizemore underneath. Now back to McGinnis. Nice pass underneath to Hudson. Kicks it back to Fugit. He'll fire the three. Off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Kick to Sizemore in the corner. He'll fire the three, and he gets it.
3-point net.
Nice. Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer for Ethan Sizemore.
Might have a foul on Sizemore there.
0-1 Bobcats.
13.9 seconds on the clock here in the third. Bobcats up 62-39. And Gideon Bowling goes to the free throw line after the Bobcat foul. So Sizemore with 3 fouls.
Bowling shooting 53.8% on the season for the Tigers.
Bowling shot in the air, and it's good.
Bowling, the team's second leading scorer, averaging 12.3 a game for the Tigers.
Second shot doesn't draw iron. And will go out of bounds. And the Bobcats Hudson to inbound. Spencer now back to Hudson. Up court to McGinnis. Threw it right to Bettleton. Bettleton to Ritchie. Looking underneath. He'll fire the long three. And it's good for Gavin Ritchie. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. The Tigers with a little life here in the third quarter. 62-43 your score. We'll be back after.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bluegrass Sports Nation here to bring you the fourth quarter between the Bobcats and the Tigers here from the Coliseum. Adam Spencer to inbound it for the Bobcats. Bobcats up 62-43. The Tigers trying to cut into that lead. Some nice points by Gavin Ritchie there in the third quarter. 2 big 3-pointers by him. 8 points just in that quarter for Gavin Ritchie. Spencer to Brother White. He'll kick it out to Jake Fugit. And Jake Fugit is good for a Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer.
Jake Fugit, that's the name you need to be Bobcat fans be ready for. I think he's going to make a big impact to this team coming up.
I do think so. Emerson Hamilton with the basket underneath. Bobcats come back and go to work. Spencer tied up, comes back to White, kicks it in the corner to Hudson. He drives baseline, goes all the way to the hoop. Can't get the roll. Bowling comes down with a rebound for the Tigers. Behind the back dribble, across the timeline, finds Ritchie. Ritchie drives in the lane, puts up the leaner, no good. And Wyatt Spencer pulls down the rebound for Breathitt County. Across the timeline, kick to Hudson. Now over in the corner to Adam Spencer. Back out to Wyatt, now over to Ethan Sizemore. A lot of youth on the court for Coach Turner right now. You got to love this lineup. Air ball that time by Fugit, pulled out of there by Turner of the Tigers. Ritchie all the way down the court, off the glass, no good, and he'll draw a foul by Jake Fugit. So Gavin Ritchie will go back to the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Tigers. Shot is in the air, and it's good.
Returning for the Bobcats. That's where your legs.
Ritchie had a much better second half offensive output so far than what he had in the first. But you can just see he's another guy, when he sees the ball go through the hole a couple times, he's going to start scoring.
That went in and out on the free throw, no good. So 1 of 2 that time from the line. Sizemore goes back to work. Hudson with it now for the Cats. He'll dribble back, bounce pass over to Fugit. Fugit going to drive in the lane. Kicks back to Hudson. Hudson drives the lane. He goes over to Wyatt Spencer. Now back to Sizemore. Spots up, shoots a 3. Off the iron, no good. Big rebound pulled down by Preston Turner. He'll find Lane Miller. Across the timeline for the Tigers. Lane out center court now, passes off to Ritchie. Gavin fires to Middleton underneath, working against Collins. And they're going to get Collins for a foul.
Yeah, Middleton got him on that hit. Collins kind of was no option but to try to get there.
Collins trying to tie the ball up and get a jump ball call, and that time just a little too aggressive and called for the foul. Middleton. Now over in the corner to Ritchie. Ritchie drives in. And shot going to be waved off. Looks like the foul's going to be on Sizemore.
Taking for Bobcats.
So with 6:02 on the clock, Sizemore's got 4 fouls. He'll go out. Blake Hudson comes in. Bentley Tincher in for the Tigers. Middleton tied up by Wyatt Spencer, and we'll get a jump ball.
Just going to stay with the Tigers.
Good hustle play by Wyatt to get hands on the ball and tie up Middleton. Ritchie. Now to Gideon Bowen. 5:58 on the clock. 65-46 your score. Bowen working against Hudson. Drives in the lane. Kicks over to Middleton. Middleton drives and another jump ball. Another jump ball courtesy of Wyatt Spencer. So good hustle play by Wyatt that time. Bobcats control it. Spencer underneath baseline. Going to kick back out to Blake Hudson. Finds Collins. Collins spins. Comes back to Hudson. Now to Fugit. Back out to Hudson. Fugit with it now. Over in the corner to Spencer. Wyatt drives baseline. Pulls up his dribble. Kick to Fugit underneath the Hudson and a bounce pass. And a basket off the glass is good.
Good ball movement there by the Bobcats. Just a little over 5 minutes to go in the contest.
Jaden's first 2 points of the night. Ritchie all the way to the basket. Shot is up and good, and he gets the foul.
Foul on number 32.
Gavin has had a great second half for the Tigers. Really led the charge for him there in the third quarter. See what he does here from the free throw line. Shot in the air and good. 67-47. Back to 20 points. Spencer to Hudson. Back to Spencer. Long pass up court to Fugit. He'll deal to Hudson over to Collins. Collins going to drive baseline. Bumped. Shot no good, but he'll draw a foul. I believe that's going to go against Ritchie.
Foul on number 30.
I'm going to send Collins to the line. Chance for him to make his 30th point of game.
It's going to go against Bowen. .454 on the clock. Collins from the free throw. The first shot is good.
Collins, the second quarter, they really brought a spark to the Bobcats. Created the separation that's been the separation of this game.
The second shot is good. Bowling. That's the tension. Back to Bowling. Stops, puts up the jump shot. No good. Rebound, Peyton Collins. Collins back down the court with it. Now to Hudson. Back to Collins. He'll fire the long three. Off the back of the rim, no good. It'll go out of bounds. Well, that seventh one was in the air. Definitely had a chance on that one. Again, it's getting ready to check back in for the Bobcats. Bowling hands it off to Tincher. Now to Ritchie. He'll drive the lane. Stops, puts up the jump shot. In and out. No good. Rebound, Jaden Hudson. Up to Collins. Collins drives in the lane. Puts up the one-handed floater. No good. Middleton there for the rebound. Tension. Controls it for the Tigers. Behind the back. Dribbles into the lane. The little floater is good for Tension. Nice take all the way to the basket for Bentley Tension.
Really good move, and Jake Fugit gives the return.
Underneath for Ritchie is good.
Looks like the scores table. Looks like McGinnis and Nathan Chapman's ready to check in for the Bobcats.
Hudson was spot up. He'll fire the three off the rim. No good. Fugit with the rebound, but be knocked loose by the Tigers, and we got a foul.
4 Bobcats.
It's going to go against Wyatt Spencer. Going to be Wyatt's first foul. And Chapman into the game for the Bobcats. Fugit and Collins take a seat.
And then I was going to send the Tigers to the line to shoot 2 in the bonus for the remainder of the contest.
It's line.
3:28 on the clock.
Bowling.
Goodin's first shot is good.
With a chance to cut the Bobcat lead to 16 right here.
Nathan Chapman going to bring it out of there for the Bobcats. 71-54. McGinnis over to Hudson. Trying to find Spencer inside. Ball's kicked. Bobcats will inbound it right in front of their bench. Hudson to McGinnis. McGinnis drives in the lane, dishes in the corner to Hudson. Now back to Chapman. Chapman spins, kicks back to McGinnis. McGinnis going to step back with it with 3 minutes on the clock. Working against Little. Gets a screen from Hudson. Drives, dishes. On tension. There to take the pass away. Bentley behind the back in the lane. Going to find Bowling. Bowling going to spot up, shoot the one-handed jump shot, and good.
Jackson cut this lead to 15 now.
McGinnis for the Bobcats over to Spencer. In the corner to Hudson. Now back to McGinnis. Wyatt Spencer in the game. And Adam Spencer set to check in for the Bobcats. Underneath, McGinnis' shot no good. Saved out of bounds by Bowling, and Tension will come out of there with it for the Tigers. Bounce pass over to Little in the corner. Now back out to Bowling. Underneath the Turner. Turner spots up from the free throw line off the back of the rim, no good. McGinnis pulls down the rebound. McGinnis to Spencer. Spencer spots up, fires a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound down Preston Turner. Turner will reach it across the half-court stripe all the way down the lane. Off the glass, no good off the rim. McGinnis with another rebound. 1:50 on the clock.
Out here for Breathitt, you got to think you want to settle down and try to get an easy shot.
And that's not what Coach Turner wanted to happen as Hudson pulls the trigger on the 3. Doesn't draw iron. He'll go to the bench, and McGinnis will go out. Hudson will go out. Christian Combs will come in. And Adam Spencer for the Bobcats. So 1:35 on the clock now. And Bowling loses a handle underneath. Chapman gets it to Adam Spencer, and Spencer misses the layup. Ritchie pulls down the rebound. 1:24 on the clock. The Tigers going to clear the bench and bring in some subs here at the next break. Long 3 by Gavin Ritchie, no good. Adam Spencer with a rebound. Spencer across the timeline now. Over to Brother White in the corner to Christian Combs. Combs bounce pass to Hudson. Spencer to Chapman. He'll fire the 3. It looks good, and it is. So Nathan Chapman with his first 3 points of the night. Another Breathitt Funeral Home 3-pointer for the Bobcats.
Nathan Chapman, Mr. Freshman. That's a player to watch, I think, growing up in this program.
Definitely going to be another one that's got a lot of athletic talent. He's got good genes. So the Tigers with a number of subs into the game. I'll have to try and catch up on some of the numbers. I don't think we have them all here on the KHSAA roster, but we'll try. I know we've got Thomas Henson in the game. We've also got Cooper Bradley. Number 4 at the free throw line is Colin Pugh. And number 12 in the game, there he is, Jameson Noble. And also back here at the logo,
33,
Declan Miller. I think we got them on. That one was good. Did he get both of them or just one of them? I missed the first one. Got one. Adam Spencer across the timeline with 43 seconds. Combs back to Spencer. Back over to Simeon Fisher for 3. So Simeon Fisher into the game for the Bobcats. And he hits his First Breathitt Funeral Home three-pointer of the night. Chapman knocks it away. Over in the corner to Henson. He'll fire three, no good. Spencer, I think, gets the rebound, ties it up, finally brings it out of there. 14 seconds, 77-57 your score. Spencer, you want to dribble it out?
Well, that'll be your contest, 77-57, Breathitt County.
So that's going to bring it to a close here from the Coliseum. The Bobcats handle the Tigers 77-57. We'll be back in just 1 minute to go over the summary of the game, and we'll get out of here for Bluegrass Sports Nation. Be back right after this.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Juniper Health, great care begins with people you know, familiar faces. Rooted in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, we are nationally recognized. We provide award-winning care right here in your backyard. We're on your roads, in your schools, at your front door. This is our home too. Juniper Health, world-class care, hometown heart.
All right, folks, we're back here in Jackson from the Coliseum where the Bobcats have handled the Tigers by 20 points. We'll go down a quick scoring summary on both teams. First up for the Tigers, 12 points to Emerson Bettleton, 6 for Gideon Bowling, 2 for Ryan Little, 5 for Lane Miller, 1 for Colin Pugh. We've got 11 points for Bentley Tincher, 2 for Preston Turner, and the leading scorer tonight for the Tigers with 18 points was Mr. Gavin Ritchie for the Tigers. For your Breathitt County Bobcats, 3 points for Ethan Sizemore, 2 for Caleb Neese, 8 points for Austin McGinnis, 2 for Jaden Hudson, 5 for Jaron Fugit, 6 for Jake Fugit, 3-pointer for Simeon Fisher, 3-point basket for Nathan Chapman, 14 points for Jagger Burton, and leading the way for the Bobcats, the one and only Bluegrass Sports Nation player of the game, Mr. Peyton Collins, with 31 points here tonight against the Tigers. You got to like what you see offensively from the Bobcats, DK. Defensively, I think they did a good job on Ritchie in the first half. Ritchie just found a way to make some points happen for his team there in the second half, like any good player would do, like a good leader. But the Bobcats and Peyton Collins really coming to go to work here tonight.
Yeah, you got to like Bobcats kind of come out slow. Collins gets going. Next thing you know, all Bobcats are getting active in the scorebook. Really is what created the gap there. You know, Jackson stayed in the game. They didn't let the game get out of hand. Kept it. I think the largest lead got around 23, and I could be wrong on that, but around 23 points.
Yeah.
But it was that second quarter, that gap there when Collins started hitting threes that really created that.
Yeah, a great game between these two ball clubs, and a lot of good talent on the court. Breathitt County and Jackson City with a lot to be proud of between these two teams. A good athletic ball club for Junior Thompson and his crew. They've definitely got it pointed in the right direction, I think, and that team's playing well together. They're bringing kids off the bench and playing great. So kudos to them, Coach Thompson and the Tigers. A great game here tonight, but the Bobcats just proved to be more powerful in this district matchup. Folks, big game tomorrow night, one that we talk about every year and one that is very popular with Wolfe County Wolves fans and the Breathitt Bobcat fans. The Wolves come calling here tomorrow night at the Coliseum, weather permitting. So literally that game is up in the air right now. We'll see what the weatherman and Mother Nature have in store for us and plans for us tomorrow night. Hopefully we can be here bringing you all the action between the Wolves and the Bobcats. I think that game's is it 7 or 7:30?
7:15.
7:15, something like that. 7:15, 7:30. So hopefully we'll get to bring that one to you tomorrow night, and the snow will stay away. Everybody stay safe, stay warm. For DK Abner, for Tucker Neese, for Darren Back, I'm Rob Hounsier. We'll see you tomorrow night on Bluegrass Sports Nation.